Hi everyone, my name is Akash Phogat and this is ECE6014 Assessment 1 presentation. For this presentation, I interviewed Julie, who is an experienced early childhood teacher, also a lecturer at Victoria University. Julie has worked in many early childhood settings over the year and has a lot of experience in leadership and teaching. I chose Julie because she has been a part of my journey since the beginning of this course. Her teaching and her stories has always motivated me and inspired me. She helped me to understand early childhood in a more realistic, meaningful, and a practical way. These are the questions that I asked, and based on those questions, I've prepared some reflections. So, first thing that we talked about was her image as an early childhood teacher. Julie described that early childhood teacher has is someone who's a good communicator, emotionally intelligent, and able to make others feel respected and valued. Julie explained that teacher should build strong relationship with children and their families and make sure that environment is inclusive and supportive for learning. Julie also mentioned how teachers should lead by example and support the other people around them. One thing that really stood out to me when she said, you can't expect people to do things if you're not ready to do them yourself. This interview helped me to understand that early childhood teacher is much more than just teaching. It also includes care, communication, teamwork, leadership, and building meaningful relationship. Another we talked about was leadership and teamwork. Julie mentioned that earlier in her career, she mostly thought that it's about giving and following instructions. However, over time, she learned that leadership is much more than that. It's about listening to people, understanding different perspectives, and helping everyone to feel included and valued. She shared a story where one of the educators became more confident after Julie encouraged her and supported her ideas. Once the educator felt respected and included, she became more involved and willing to take responsibility. This story helped me understand that leadership is not about control, it's more about supporting others and leading by example and building confidence. Next, we talk about teacher as an administrator. Julie explained that early childhood teachers manage a lot of responsibilities every day. This includes planning experience, writing observation, communicating with families, complete documentation, and making sure that environment is safe and inclusive for everyone. Julie also explained a good leader and an administrator is not about doing everything alone. Julie shared that one of her educator in her team, she really enjoyed focusing on safety checks and organization. Because the educator was interested in that area, she took a lot of responsibility in making sure that those tasks were completely done properly. Julie explained that sharing that responsibility based on the people's strength helped her to work in a team better, and this part helped me understand that role of an early childhood teacher is much bigger than what people often think. It includes organization, leadership, professional responsibility, communication, making sure that everyone feels included. Next, we talk about something which was very important, advocacy and activism. Julie shared an example where she stood out for the families who were struggling with childcare fee. She went to the committee, explained the situation, and helped got the fee reduced. She believed that every child deserved equal access to the education. Jolie also supported families applying for NDIS support and asking preschool field officer for the advice when children needed additional support. And another one of her statement that really stood out to me was when she said, "All children have rights, and I want them to reach their full potential." That was really strong. And this conversation really helped me. Before this interview, I thought advocacy was something very big and political. However, Julie helped me understand that advocacy can also happen through simple and everyday actions. Overall, this interview gave me a deeper understanding of a role of an early childhood teacher. I became more aware about what I need to do and what kind of teacher I want to become. I want to build strong relationship, value teamwork, support inclusivity, and create a positive environment for everyone. One piece of advice that I asked Julie to give me, when she said, always remember why you were there. I'll continue learning and growing as an early childhood teacher, try to create positive and meaningful environment for my future. And with that, I conclude. Thank you so much.